You look as cool as your car, first of all. Let's just talk about that.
Well, thank you. I try to match.
You do it well. And this car, I don't even know where to begin with it because it started off as one thing. It has morphed into something completely in its own lane. It's a one of one. So bring us through that process.
Yes, so it started, actually my husband started it. It's a 1946 Ford Business Coupe with a lot of extra body parts. So there's some resemblance of the original form of it, but then you start to look like, what is this? What's that? But it resembles a Zephyr. That was the kind of point of it, to have that style.
And you call it the
Poormans Zephyr.
But it's really not because at this point.
Yeah, if we charged our hourly rate and, you know, all the things that were put into it, yes, we could have bought a brand new Zephyr. My husband started it. I came in when it was bare metal, and he had the initial vision, and then we have a very Art Deco. We love Art Deco. That's like our biggest thing. We love everything. We're very eclectic, but Art Deco is our like heart source. So I think when I came in, it was like already just following his vision and then just adding little things here and there and talking about it throughout the way. And that was just really, it was every new piece that was built, it was like, well, how should we design this? How should we do that? You know, because everything's pretty much, the grill in front is handmade, the engine cover, like talking about, because we have an LS in it, so, which is like kind of not traditional, but we drive ours. We drive it everywhere. It's never been trailered. So just talking about, okay, how do we make this engine look prettier? So drawing a design, and I'm like, okay, here. And then he goes and rolls it out because he's very good at that. So
both of you were involved in the vision. Yes. Speaking Art Deco, that instrument panel is a work of art.
Yes.
It looked like, I don't know if you guys did the dash around it because that's what it kind of looks like, but you did an amazing job on that because
thank you. Yeah,
it's just gorgeous. Where did that come from?
So it started with the original dash and then had to piece in some panels to widen it, and then 49 Chrysler dash in the center. So it's kind of like the ship, you know, the captain at the head of the ship in the center. And then he actually designed the center console, and then we kind of just worked together. He'd be like, what do you think about these beads? And what do you think about these steps? And then looking for, you know, there's actually a boat radio with Bluetooth hidden in it because that was the only thing small enough we could find to go inside because it's a very small space that it comes down to. I've always loved cars. My husband he just grew up in like his dad was into drag racing, and he started working on a car when he was like 15 years old in his garage. Me, I grew up out in a swamp, and, you know, I was just always grew up very eclectic, and I learned welding at a really young age. And so when I met him, he was always just working on a car. And it was like, okay, well, like, I'm gonna do more welding. And I had a business doing leather work, and I did stuff for the steel mill. And then so we started incorporating metal work, and then it just kind of took off where it became this business for both of us and taking in client cars, because I had the business aspect and he had the like more knowledge. He's a great painter. He did auto body for 30 years. So we kind of just combined all of our skills together and like learned from each other with certain things and kind of just like made this little whirlwind.
A match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Obviously it works because if you guys did this together and that's what comes of your union, then you're doing amazing.
Yeah, it's our baby.
What are the responses that you get when you're driving it?
The best response was in Louisville, and he had a very southern draw, and he said, "This looks like water. Get yourself a drink."
Oh, I love
and I loved that. I was like, that's perfect. I'm like so smooth and slick and like, you know, so I really like that one.
Well, I'm really excited just to spend time with another woman in the business.
Likewise,
I just love what you're doing, the way you're doing it.
Yes.
Keep on, girl. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you.